Understanding your human design can help you feel more confident about how you show up when it comes to public relations and marketing efforts for your business. Amanda Foley here from Curate Your Soul Intuitive Public Relations. I'm a publicity coach and PR consultant with more than 2 decades of experience in the public relations industry. And today I'm going to share 3 things that you have to stop doing if you want to land more media features in 2023. Here we go. Number 1, stop thinking you need to prove yourself. When you're pitching a journalist or a podcast host, your job isn't to tell them all of your accomplishments or convince them why they should interview you. Instead, start your pitch by showing the reporter or host that you've read their articles or listened to their show. Tell them why you enjoy their work. Talk about them first and show them why you're reaching out to them specifically. Talking all about yourself and focusing on your own agenda feels self-serving, and they're going to see right through it. It's not helping them to solve a problem or show what's in it for them, and it also doesn't give them any solid information to craft a story around. You're more likely to lose their interest, and they're probably going to hit that delete button. So start by showing that your pitch is well-researched and thoughtful. Then you can tell them what you have to share and how it's related to your experience and what they've written or talked about and how it will interest their audience. This shows them that you're familiar with their content and you're offering valuable information for them. PR is all about relationships, so keep that in mind with pitching. And even if the answer is no for that particular pitch, they're a lot more likely to remember you if you do it the right way. Now, here's number 2. Know who they are and what they cover. Connect your pitch to something related to what they've written or talked about in the past because you know it's something they care about. Also, make sure you're speaking their language when you're writing the pitch. For example, if you're a life coach, you may understand the idea of emotional regulation, but to the average person, that sounds like industry jargon. So instead, try to make it interesting for them and show them what a headline or a story could read like that would fit in their publication. For example, how to manage your mother-in-law and keep your cool this holiday season, or 4 ways that you can find work that fulfills you. Bottom line, craft your message and value proposition for your listeners' ears. Then you can tell them briefly why you're credible and qualified to talk about the topic. Number 3, stop being like everyone else and start differentiating yourself by telling your story in an authentic way. People care way more about why you do what you do and who you are than how much success you've achieved or how many clients you have. And this includes the media. So craft your story of how you got to where you are, the trials you went through, how walking through your own fire taught you to more effectively help other people through theirs. The story is where the emotion lies. It builds connection, and that's what's going to hook a reader or listener and the media that you're reaching out to. For example, I have a client that's a life coach. She has had tremendous media success because she doesn't talk about how perfect her own life is or how great she is as a coach. Instead, she talks about how her trial and error led her to this second career. She talks about how her significant personal losses and challenges led her to be a much better coach than if she had an easy or straightforward path to success. And so while it can be tough to put ourselves out there vulnerably like that, there are ways to understand exactly how you're designed to tell your story and what approach will work best for you. And if you're not familiar with human design, you're missing out because it can show you exactly how and what you're meant to communicate with the people you want to attract as clients. Take me, for example. My human design shows that I'm here to inspire people to break their traditional mold and know that we don't need to promote our business in a structured or one-size-fits-all way. Authenticity is also a big theme for me, and that's what I guide my clients towards. My design also shows me why I was so uninspired by my corporate PR work until I found the soul care space, a place that's aligned for me according to my design and a space that I love and feel passionately about. It also shows that my mission is to share from the heart because that's what makes us magnetic to both media and our potential clients. So that translates to my story. I had a really successful career that looked great from the outside, but I was massively unfulfilled. I was miserable, and I knew there had to be something more for me. I was ready to ditch PR entirely, but when I took some time to know myself better, learn my design, I woke up to a whole new world of possibility for myself and my career. I saw there were people dissatisfied with their traditional ways of marketing their business and raising visibility and felt PR was not for them. But when I followed my design and gave myself permission to be my authentic self, doors opened. I found a new path for me and my clients who now use PR to grow their businesses. I use my skills to guide people like you in a way that feels good. And this embodiment inspires them to know that they can market from the heart and be successful. See how I just told you a story and it all makes sense? It's exactly how it works. If you want to learn more about how to master PR and grow your business by being your most authentic self, then check out the links below. Head over to my website where you can get your free human design chart and related PR starter guide. Understanding your human design can help you feel more confident about how you show up when it comes to public relations and marketing efforts for your business. So thanks for being here today, and I look forward to sharing more in the next video.